Good day, good morning, hello. Welcome to a tight farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to ding dong and all the other bits and pieces. It's Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. 2 men on site this morning. Imung's knocked again. I don't know if I haven't heard yet. I don't know whether he's drunk or whatever. Past form, he'll be drunk. But it's not critical. We went forward quite a lot yesterday. There's forms to be removed. Put on another 3 posts. Them 3 posts poured, and I think they were taking the timber out the septic tank. So 2 men's fine. So as usual, I'll take a couple of videos throughout the day, and I'll speak to you later. Another 3 posts shuttered up. All the posts are coming out of the ground now, and then that'll leave us 1, 2, 3 more, sorry, 4 more to go. So we're slowly getting there. So I'll go and have a look at the logs. The ever-ending saga of the logs. That one there was virtually finished. That had gone out overnight. So these 3 are still alight, and I propped up the remains of that log against them 3. And the smoking well, so this should continue to burn. I'm hopeful they'll continue to burn. When you prop them up like that, the remains of the log, they do burn a lot better. And I did have an idea a couple of months ago, standing these logs on their end and cutting a hole out the bottom. And you've got a chimney effect. But of course they're too big and too bloody heavy to stand up. So that never got off the ground. And we struggled on, but if you can see probably from that one there burning. We are winning now, we are getting rid of the damn things. So we'll just keep going as we are.
Plywood ba? Ahora pa haligi ano mo kuha din?
Starting to remove the timber in the cesspit. Bloody hot in there, as you can see. We've got a fan going. Right, to conclude Thursday's video, no doubt you can see the logs are burning well, so hopefully they'll burn all night and be well on the go tomorrow again. We've took the shuttering down on 3 posts and we've shuttered up another 3 posts, should we? Or only see 2? Yeah, shuttered up another 3 posts. Now they haven't been poured because Muggy didn't come in today. They've other things to do, so on a hot day there's no point pouring when they haven't got a man to carry the buckets. They've got one on cement, one pouring and one rodding it down, so they haven't bothered pouring. They'll do it tomorrow when Mumy's in, because they had other things to do. They've opened the tank up, the cesspit, and they've been down there this afternoon, but they came up and asked if they could borrow the fan. It was like a oven in there. I came down and they had the fan going, but even so it was stinking hot in there, unbelievably hot. And I said to them, well, only one in the tank and one outside. There were 2 of them in there. I said, no, you're not having 2 men in a tank like that with these temperatures. One sat on top watching, then change over and the other one comes out and the other one goes in. You can see some of the timber they brought out. I suspect there's an awful lot more in there. They've got 2 manhole covers off now. There's all the plywood. There's plywood at the back they brought out, can we see? But to get it out, they're 8x4 sheets, so they've got to saw them down the middle to get them out the holes. Now, sawing an 8x4 sheet of plywood, 3/4 inch, for young fellas isn't a hard thing to do really, but after you've done a couple you will be sweating. But in the temperatures in that tank, it's bloody hard work. They've gone through about, I don't know if they're litre bottles of Coca-Cola we buy occasionally, but we've got about 6 or 8 or 10 of these, and we keep putting them in the freezer, and then from the freezer to the fridge, and they keep taking them. They've gone through about 6 bloody bottles today. So yeah, they've been working and they've been sweating, that's for sure. But you can't have a mullock, you can't have 2 men down a bloody tank like that in case something goes wrong. If they both get overcome by heat, or there might be some sort of fumes in there coming out the ground. They've had, you know, if the tank's had sewerage in, then there's definitely fumes in there. There's definitely methane gas which can knock you over. But that's had nothing in, but you don't know what's in the ground. So I was very uncomfortable when there were 2 in the tank, so I stopped that as soon as I seen it. So I'll leave it there for today. It's still looking good. All the posts are coming out the ground. Hopefully Imung will be in tomorrow. If he's not, then he'll be finished. And I will be telling him tomorrow, if he has another day off without prior notice, so we can get another guy in for the odd day, I'll have to get somebody else and replace him. But you've got to be careful here, because I can get another fella at the drop of a hat. They're queuing up outside the gate for work, because there's no bloody work. But if you let a fella go, then there's no rice on the table for his family. He's got a drink problem, that's his business, but I'm aware that if I get rid of him, then there's a lot of people going to suffer. But on the other hand, I've got to look after this job because I don't have an unlimited amount of money, and I've got to make every peso count. Round about here somewhere, I want to build a house, just a simple house, but to have all the Western comforts. And I built the Piggery first because I might run out of money before the house is completed, and then hopefully the Piggery will finance the house if I do have a shortfall. But I think the way we go in here and the crew have got and the finances available to me, I think I'll be able to complete the house. But then I want to look at chickens, and there'll be a cost of building chicken coops along that fence line, I'm thinking. And the sari shop to sell the meat, all costs money, so I've got to be careful with money, and I've got to get value for money. So I can't have one workman putting that at risk, even though it's a slight risk. So I've no qualms about getting rid of him, but I'm aware that the hardship